Okay. Hey, Kenya. How you doing?
Hi, I'm doing well. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. Okay, tell me about your business.
Okay, I have two businesses. I'm gonna make it really quick. So the first one, I've had three brain surgeries, and in the beginning, I was able to connect to different radio podcasters, radio broadcasters, churches to get my story out there. Now I guess I don't know which direction to go to get my story out to tell people about the brain in general. I wrote a health journal for people who have been diagnosed or misdiagnosed like I was. And so I have all these ideas like the person who got breast cancer awareness out. And I just don't know where to go. Like I'm in Georgia. I want to create a big event where I do a walk. I just want to get it out there and I need help.
Okay, so you got to give me some more backstory though. How did you get to the point where you had to get brain surgeries?
So my brain surgery happened because I had a headache that never went away. I went to the doctor from January all the way until November, and each month I was getting turned down by doctors. At the time, I was 21, and they were telling me nothing's wrong with you. You're fine. You just want some pain medication, and it was almost as if my life didn't matter in the healthcare field. And so I created a movement saying patient lives matter, almost just like Black Lives Matter. And so with that, I was able to start a movement speaking to people that's been misdiagnosed, not just necessarily brain surgery, but brain aneurysm, strokes, anything that just involves the brain. And when I'm talking to people, like, for example, life insurance, they'll list every other question as far as like, hey, have you had cancer, have you had this, have you had that, and then when I say something about the brain, they say, oh, we don't know anything about that, we're going to deny your application,
Really?
because they don't know how serious it is. So like 3 years ago, I was at every medical event or health awareness event in the community, just getting out there, and now I don't know how to present myself to people to let them know how sorry people's calling me. Well, I don't know if I need a PR. I don't out there. What do you advise that I do?
Okay, so when you tried it, what are you applying for that you're getting denied for?
So, speaking like, let's say on a podcast
No, 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 no.
or reaching out to
People don't.
different churches.
Okay, are you getting denied for insurance?
Oh, for the insurance, yes. I'm getting denied for insurance as far as like different life insurances because they don't understand brain surgery or they don't understand my condition because I've had brain surgery. They pull up the medical log that they do for everyone and they're like, oh, well, we see you've had brain surgery, so we have to deny you.
So you can't get life insurance because you've had brain surgery?
Yes, I currently have life insurance, but I want to up my policy now that I'm older and I have a son and I know about, different policies now. So I'm kind of stuck at one policy because everyone else is saying no, we can't take you.
Okay, so I have an idea for you. What's your last name?
Scott,
Scott, and how many brain surgeries
Scott,
did you get?
mhm, 3.
So you got three brain surgeries. What years did you get those brain surgeries?
2014, 2016, and then the most recent one was 2024 on my 30th birthday.
And what are they doing? What are they doing when that happens? Like when they go inside your brain to do the surgery? What are they doing?
They're going in, so I have a cyst. So they're going in and draining the cyst. I also have a BP shunt, Victor Paul BP shunt. I have hydrocephalus, and the shunt allows the fluid to drain from my brain into my body.
Wow, and you've been dealing with this for how long?
Since 2014, it just came out of nowhere, a random headache that just never went away. And I stayed persistent going to the doctors. They kept telling me nothing's wrong with you. Here's some pain medication. But God kept saying, no, ma'am, baby, don't go to sleep. I want you to keep going to that doctor. And it was the point where I got discouraged because the devil was like, no, no one cares. The doctor's telling you nothing's wrong with you. Stop going to the doctor. But God said, no, keep going to the doctor because something's greater is coming for you. And I ended up needing brain surgery. I
Wow.
had a 4.5 size cyst on my brain that was the size of a golf ball.
So can you work? Like what can't
Yes, I can work.
what can't like what is this? Is this debilitating anything? Like is it
No, it's not.
okay, so
The
you
only thing that happens with the surgery, I had to learn how to walk and talk and drive and do every time I have surgery, I have to learn life all over again.
so when you're having those when you're going through recovery, how are you making money?
So I was working at a full-time job, and then I also have a towing company on the side. I was helping my fiance with the towing company on the side, dispatching. On my most recent surgery, I worked for an infectious disease group. I caught an infectious disease after surgery, and my boss fired me because I asked for 2 additional weeks outside of my recovery. So that allowed me to step out and go full-time with my dispatching.
Got it. I got it for you. This is what you're going to do. So, hearing your story, I'm about to just go down a rabbit hole, okay? So,
Okay.
you need to create you a nonprofit organization, okay,
Yes.
that provides support for people who get brain surgery. Follow me, okay? So, if I need to get brain surgery and say I work at Slutty Vegan, and something
Mm-hmm.
happens, God forbid, and I either have a stroke, something that happens to my brain, it just whatever, anything that happens to the brain, they qualify to be a part of this nonprofit organization. And what your nonprofit organization provides is funding for recovery. So after they have the surgery, this nonprofit organization will pay all of the person's bills during the recovery period after they have a brain surgery. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
you only qualify to be a part of this nonprofit organization if you have something that has happened to your brain. So and then you have to get brain surgery because let me tell you what just happened. My brother-in-law, he just had 2 strokes. Luckily, he has insurance, but what if he didn't? He has been out of work. Okay? So there's only so much weeks they're going to pay you disability, right? While you
Mm-hmm.
have a brain surgery, just cut his skull out, right? So what do you do in that gap? Your foundation is going to provide them the recovery funds that'll pay their bills, that'll pay their daycare for their children, that'll pay their mortgage or their rent, that'll take care of all of the bills that they normally would have taken care of but can't now because they're
Right.
bedridden and in recovery. Okay. And how
Mm-hmm.
you're going to get
Mm-hmm.
the funds, you're going to get you a grant writer that's going to go out and get government funding for this foundation that's going to provide this money. And your case study here is that, listen, I'm getting denied insurance. Okay. Like people really don't understand brain surgery. So this is a place that is a safe space for people who undergo a very serious surgery and now need recovery. We provide not only financial recovery, you provide therapy, okay? Because oftentimes people go and get brain surgeries and they trying to figure out this new life that they have to live. They got to
Yeah.
adjust. Are you picking up what I'm putting down?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
They have to adjust to life. There may be changes. Loved ones may have left them. You never know what might happen. So not only are you getting the recovery funds, you are getting therapeutic support. So like people always talk about physical therapy, but what about therapy that you need for your mental? Everything
Yes.
connects back to the brain, okay, in this
Yes.
foundation. And then the third pillar, okay, because it's 3 pillars. The first pillar is money, okay? The second pillar is the mind, okay? And then a third pillar is that walk that you're going to do, okay? The first
Mm-hmm.
annual Brainiac Walk. Okay,
Yes.
the second annual Brainiac Walk, and basically what the Brainiac Walk is people are walking for their loved ones who have had brain surgery or had something that happened to the brain, and you do this
Yes.
every single year. Every single year you have the walk. So you have the money, the mind, and the walk. Those are your 3 pillars in your foundation: money, mind, and walk. Okay. and you
Okay.
do your walk. You in Georgia, so you request to walk through Peachtree, walk on Peachtree Street, and the money that you raise is going to go to providing resources to people who have brain surgery, and or partnering with a life insurance company that will start to accept, because now we're talking about policy. If you want to go deep,
Right.
that will
Right.
start to accept brain surgery patients so that they can qualify for life insurance because they've had brain surgery, because you actually have the opportunity to solve a problem. But you start with the foundation and providing them the resources. And then you need to find a black owned. Magic Johnson just took over American Life. I think it's American Life, but he just took over the black owned life insurance. Okay, you partner with somebody like them that provides them the opportunity to give people life insurance despite the fact that they had a brain surgery, and they partner with your foundation, because guess what? Social responsibility is a real thing. People need to be able to say that they're doing good for the community, they're doing good for the world. So if your organization is advocating for people to get life insurance, for people to get resources, for people to get therapy if they've had a brain surgery, then why wouldn't an insurance company partner with your organization, just to be, even if they provide 3% of the people that they give insurance policies come through your foundation?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm.
And that's what I would do. So so basically what happens is, after they get the surgery, or if they know that they're about to get the surgery, all they have to do is apply. When is your surgery? What is it? And maybe it's a video interview that they submit. And then what you do is you create you a board of people who have had brain surgeries, right? So it's like for us by us, okay? Because the people that are
Mm-hmm.
going to be on a board, or you put a brain surgeon on a board, you put a brain patient on a board, you put an RN on a board. You understand what I'm saying? So you have these
Yes,
boards.
ma'am.
You have this board that assesses the applications that come in. And if I were you, I would pick, say you pick 20 a year, right? Or 10 a year to start, 10 a year to support with the grant money that you're going to get. And you ain't got to pay a grant writer up front. Okay. Tell them go out and get the grants. You get them 15% of whatever they make. There's grant writers everywhere. Okay. And,
Okay. Okay.
and you pick these, you identify 10 people. And so what happens is when they get accepted to the cohort, okay, you sit them down with a accountant and or financial advisor that's going to go. They need to do it before the surgery happens. You follow me? So before the
Yes.
surgery happens, they need to connect with the financial advisor that's in your nonprofit organization. Okay. And when
Okay.
they connect with that financial advisor, they write out all of their bills: rent, gas, da 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 da, bills, lights, phone, da 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 da, and they come up with a number. And whatever that number is within the threshold, that is what your nonprofit organization will cover during their recovery period. And their recovery period will be a period of maybe what, 6 weeks?
Yes.
You understand what I'm
6 weeks
saying? So for
typically.
6 weeks, your nonprofit organization pays for that. Then what you're going to do is you're going to get you a publicist, because you said it. So now I'm giving it back to you. You want to get you a publicist that talks about you and how you've survived 3 brain surgeries. So now you're going on the local news talking about how you've been led to start a nonprofit organization for people who need recovery support, because unlike you have a business. Everybody is not able. Everybody is not able, and you are adamant about giving people a safe space and opportunity to be able to not think about financial woes when they're recovering from the hardest thing on the body to recover from.
Yes. And the only reason why that business got started is because I got fired while on bed rest.
So now you're going to tell your story, okay? And
Okay.
then you're going to start doing speaking engagements. You're going to make a speaker. Oh, I got it. My spirit is getting hot. On top of all of
Yes.
online digital communities is the wave. Guess what you're going to do? You're going to build a community. Okay, something like I got something called School. You're going to build an online community for people who have had brain surgeries. And I think maybe brainiacs is a better name for this, right? So basically, people who have undergone traumatic brain surgeries, and they're in an association, right? And they pay $19.99 a month to be able to come together. And every single day you communicate with them. Y'all just building. Y'all building together. You bring in different therapists. You bring in different brain surgeons. You bring in different people to share their testimony. And all of these people come together because I don't know your story, but somebody else who had a brain surgery probably knows your story because they've been through the same thing that you've been through. So now you got this
Correct.
online community, okay, with all of these people who have had brain surgeries. And these are the people that are going to support you and donate to your foundation because they've been through the same thing. Are you
Yes.
picking up what I'm putting down?
Yes. I'm
Yeah.
hearing you. Yes,
And
ma'am.
somebody said have a banquet after the annual walks. I like that, Angelique. Have you a banquet. Okay. And it's a scholarship banquet because the money that you raise, you're going to do a damn auction and everything. The money that you raise is going to go back into your nonprofit organization that's going to provide the resources for the people who have just gotten the brain surgery and they need financial support. And this is your mission. And then you're going to do a angle for the kids. Okay? Because Kenya love the
Okay.
kids. Kenya love the kids, right?
Yes, yes, she does.
Kenya love the kids. Okay? So you got your walk. You got your nonprofit organization. You got the therapy that happens in there. You got your banquet that's going to be a scholarship gala. So anytime somebody knows that they're about to get the surgery, they can apply and your board, the people who are surgeons, who are nurses, they're going to come and support you by identifying the people that need help. And then you're going to get a publicist to share with the world all of the great things that this Black woman who recovered from 3 surgeries is doing to make sure that other people have a seamless transition after they get surgery. That is your foundation.
Awesome. Thank you. I hear God speaking all
That's
the way. I thank you.
that is what you do. Okay. And it's
Okay.
Angelique said when they donate or become sponsors, give them a shirt like St. Jude. Okay.
And
So,
then speaking of shirts, when I first had this surgery, God was able to bless me with an idea where I went online and I found over 1,000 people back in 2015, and I created shirts and sold over like 500 shirts with people's name on there that survived brain surgery. Then I also created a shirt for people that didn't survive brain surgery because when I had surgery, a guy, first of all, the doctor told my mom, hug me because you might not see her again. However, me and a guy had surgery at the same time. After his surgery, he only lived for 30 minutes and passed away.
oh, wow. Wow. Somebody said, I am your publicist. Send me a DM. Call Patrice Foster.
Thank God.
CUL, write this name down.
Okay.
CULPATRICE. Foster.
CUL Foster.
CUL Patrice is one word.
Uh-huh.
Foster. Foster.
Foster. Got it. Okay. CUL. And where is she on Instagram?
This is Facebook. So find her.
Facebook.
She said,
CUL.
I am your publicist. Send me a DM.
Okay. CUL Patrice Foster.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Okay. Awesome.
Okay, then lastly, before we go, you need to write a book about brain surgery readiness. Okay, because I know when you found out the first time you had to get a brain surgery, were you scared?
Yes, I was a 21-year-old girl. The only thing that mattered at 21, I never knew about brain surgery. I had just had my hair done, and the only thing I heard was we have to shave your hair off. And I said, I don't care about the surgery. I don't want my hair to go. And
Oh
so
wow.
that was most people that, they're like, okay, look, you're having brain surgery. You're worried about hair. However, you've never been in that predicament before. So you don't know that all of your hair is getting ready to be shaved off. After that, they put me on steroids. I gained weight. So then I became self-conscious. And then I had to learn how to walk because before the surgery, the cyst was so big on my brain, I was walking funny. So I was always self-conscious because people would say, are you drunk? Why are you stumbling? Why are you walking like that? So after surgery, I started calling different model companies, asked them, can you show me how to walk before the surgery and after surgery? So it was so much that came with that first surgery that hit me at once that I just didn't know.
So I got a name for you. I'm a disruptor, so we're going to disrupt brain surgery for dummies. Everything you need to know about the scariest procedure on your body. That's your
Yes.
brain surgery for dummies. Everything
Brain
you need to
surgery for
know.
them.
Brain surgery for dummies. Everything you need to know about something like about the most serious surgery on your body.
Got it.
Okay? That is what you do. All right. So I done gave you
Thank
the
you.
juice. You welcome and good luck. Keep me updated on your foundation. If you need somebody to do your foundation, I know a friend. I know a guy
I
with
do.
I know somebody in Georgia that can do it. You pay them and they go get your 501c3. So send me a DM on Instagram and I'll give you
Okay.
information. Oh, she wrote her
Awesome. Thank
email.
you.
Call patricefoster@gmail.com.
Call Patrice Foster at gmail.com.
Yep.
Got it. Okay.
Email patricefoster@gmail.com. And you have a
Got it.
fantastic story. And an
Thank you.
alternative name is Get Out My Brain. My
Get
story
out my
of brain
brain.
surgery. Get Out My Brain.
Got it. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. I
They
will
want to
send
know
a
your
DM.
socials. What's your socials?
Kenya Scott is I'm on Facebook and it's Kenya Scott.
Kenya Scott. She's on Facebook. All right. Thank you so much. Good luck to you. I'm proud of you,
Thank
Queen.
you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. God bless you and God
Thank
bless
you.
everyone that's listening.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Oh, wow. That was good. Did y'all enjoy that? Oh, Lord. The stuff that people got to go through, man. And here I go. I be complaining about stuff that don't even matter. It don't even matter. Okay, I'm gonna do one more. Do y'all want me to do one more? Let me know in the comments if y'all want me to do one more. Let me know if you want me to do one more. Give me some emojis. Give me something. Get out my brain. Okay, one more. Do we have one more for 500? One more. Okay, we got to pay some bills real quick. All right, I want to let y'all know that I have a sponsor. And guess who my sponsor is? Ding, ding, ding. Slutty Vegan. Me, I'm the sponsor. Okay. Slutty Vegan is franchising. Okay. And we are franchising in 34 states now. We just added Michigan. So if you want to franchise a Slutty Vegan, come holler at your girl when you see me on the street. Okay. And then the next one, just because he's my husband, you know I got to do it. Big Dave's. Is my second sponsor for the day, but that's because that's my baby daddy. Okay, I don't eat his food, but I do eat his fries, and I heard that the food was good. But you know I'm vegan, so I can't eat that. But Big Dave's is the second sponsor of the night. Okay, he's helping to pay for it. Not really, but you know, here we go. All right, so we are going to go to the next person, and let's see. It is Miss Kendra. Okay, let me bring Kendra up. Hi, Kendra.
Hello. Can you hear me okay?
You over there frying chicken? What you doing?
Yeah, I'm cooking, girl. We gotta make these children something to eat for dinner.
I ain't even mad at
Kind of
it.
multitask. I was back and forth, doing all the things.
I love that. Okay, tell me about your business.
So, I have had a personal / private chef service for over 8 years. I've been a chef for over 20 years, and I closed my business probably about 2 years ago, just due to financial hardships, single mom of five, just burned out, and the Atlanta market was just insane in my industry. And so I have been pivoting over the years into different culinary spaces. Because I feel that I'm very well versed, especially as a private chef. Kind of got to be able to cook everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so my dream now, I ain't saying I'm working on this right now, but my dream is to own a a wellness bed and breakfast. And because I love things on an intimate level, I'm really not the restaurant girl or the person who likes to do things on the massive scale. I work better when I'm servicing people individually.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel that the bed and breakfast would be just the thing that I can draw people in, make them feel loved, cared for, not just with the food, but with the service. So I just haven't found my connection into going into that. Like I had to, like I said, quit the industry for a while, and now I work for the state just to pay the bills.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess my question is like, marketing is not my thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very introverted, so that kind of did its thing. But I do have an extensive resume, just by networking. That's kind of what I do more or less, kind of use other people who aren't introverts
Mm-hmm.
to do things for me. But as I stated, in Atlanta, the market is so saturated and so heavy that it's hard to make money in that industry.
Okay. So where you work at now?
I work for the state. I work for Defect.
Okay, you work for Defects. Okay, and you got 5
I
kids.
shouldn't say it.
Okay, we don't want no problems over here.
No.
How many kids you got?
I have 5.
How old are they?
My oldest is 20. I have a 15, 13, 9, and 8.
Oh, you don't have kids? They grown. Okay,
I mean,
I'm thinking you got little kids. You got kids. You got big adults.
right.
Okay, so what do you know how to cook the most?
I don't have a specific thing. I cook everything.
What do you cook the best?
Mm, I'm a seafood girly. Fusion. I do a lot of meshes of anything. I don't know. I guess over the years, because I've had to not necessarily create my own menus, I let my customers customize things. I've just kind of cook whatever. But I mean, of course, if I'm cooking for myself, it'll be more or less a lot of seafood dishes, fusion seafood dishes.
Okay, now what do you do in at Defects? Can you talk about it?
I'm a caseworker.
Okay, so okay, I got something for you. But as a caseworker, you deal with kids, right? So like you go in the homes and you deal with kids.
No, I just talk to people. I basically process cases for people's food stamps and Medicaid, things of that nature. So I talk to adults.
Oh, you talk to adults. What are
Hmm.
you passionate about outside of cooking? Like, what's a cause that you're passionate about?
Um, I guess if I had to say anything, the closest thing, would be being a mom, a single mom, divorced mom, things of that nature, helping other women and families in that case. But then again, I get a little tired of. I mean, I love my cause, so don't get me wrong. I love that, but at some point, I guess when you're going through certain struggles, it gets to be heavy having to deal with, well, work with others in that space because I work with others in that space.
Okay, so I
So,
got something for you. I'm about to just spitfire. Okay.
okay.
All right. So where do you live?
I'm based in the Atlanta area, but right now I'm in Augusta. I'm
Okay, so
kind of
you're in Augusta.
hmm
Okay, so you love to cook, and if you could really cook, what's your name?
Kendra
Kendra. What's your last name?
Bates.
Kendra Bates.
Uh huh.
Okay, so I would call it follow me here. I'm about to go so far left, but follow me.
Okay.
You're the $20 chef online. And what the $20 chef is, every single video that you do, you have to make a full meal with $20. Okay? I'm going to tell you why. You said that you were a single mom, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And you raised 5 kids, a single divorced mom who raised 5 kids. So I could only imagine what life was like. I mean, I got 5 kids, but I could only imagine what life was like cooking for 5 children growing up and trying to make sure that you're making sure that everybody get a meal, a good healthy meal, good hearty meal. But on social media, if you want to be a disruptor, you got to disrupt. So how I visually see it is, hey, welcome to Cooking with Kendra. Today, here's my $20. Follow me. We're going to and say what you're going to make. I'm going to make an Italian inspired meal with $20. Let's go. The camera needs to follow you into the grocery store picking
Okay.
up the stuff. Okay. All right. So, and you're calculating in real time. Okay. This is $5. Okay. All right. I got $15 left. This is $2. This is that. And like at the bottom of the screen, every time you pick up something, it's going to calculate how much you spent so far. Okay. And then when you get to the front, you can grab 'em. When you get to the front, you, we're going to see you paying for the food at the register. I know I'm coming, baby. You're going to pay for the food at the register and it's going to come up to $19.99. Okay, I did it. Under $20. Let's go. You're going to go home. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And when you go home, you're going to make a full freaking gourmet meal with $20. And people on social media are going to coin you as the $20 chef. Let me tell you why this works. Okay.
Okay.
People are online making all of these gourmet lobster meals, but if you can cook, you can make
Mm-hmm.
something out of nothing. Okay.
Right.
So cooking with Kendra, I'm the $20. Like you coin yourself, I'm the $20 chef. You give me $20, I'm going to make you a full course meal. I'm talking about you giving like front to back full course meal with $20. Okay. And what's going to happen is people on social media will start recognizing you as the $20 chef. You literally take a $20 bill and you make a
Mm-hmm.
full meal for your family for $20. And then
Okay.
at the end of every single video, I want to see your children eating the food.
Okay.
I want to see your 5 kids eating the food. Like the
Okay.
food that you create for $20. I'm talking about like if you're making beans and rice, because when people think about eating food, okay,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to spend a lot of money, especially if you can cook. So you're
Right.
basically showing people how to cook gourmet chef inspired meals on a budget. So you're
Okay.
challenging yourself every single time that you do it. And
Mm-hmm.
I would brand the $20 chef. Literally, I would brand the $20 chef. That is what it would be, the $20 chef. And now what you're doing is you're creating a brand name for yourself that you can do so many things with this. Like you can go on tour, like the $20 chef is coming in your town, and you're making all types of meals for $20. That's bracket one. Okay. Bracket
Okay.
two, what you're gonna do is you said you work for Defects. I know you work on the other side, but something in my
Mm-hmm.
spirit told me to tell you that you need to create a culinary school for kids. I don't know why I needed to share
Yeah,
that.
I used to actually teach cooking classes
Damn, I'm good.
years ago, and I created cooking classes at Portrait on the Plate of catering for kids.
So this becomes the new Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay.
Okay. But for kids who like to cook. Okay.
Okay.
So what I want to see when I walk inside of the facility is Montessori style. Okay. So maybe you pick a age group. I don't know what age group. So maybe the age group is like young kids 4 to 6, whatever. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They come in and like they're making whatever it is they're making. This could be their birthday party, right? So say you take 10 kids at a time, they spend their birthday party there. They're making the meal for themselves that they eventually will eat, right? The meal that they're cooking is the meal that they would eat. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? And
Here.
and it's like a cooking. So it's play meets cooking. So if Chuck E. Cheese had a cooking class, this would be that. Okay, so they
Okay.
come in, they cook the food, they have you as an instructor or somebody else that you bring on. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and then after they finish making the food, they sit down, they eat, they sing happy birthday, they do all of the things. Okay, and you got the little griddles for them to make the food, and you're walking them through the process. So they no longer just have to go to Chuck E. Cheese to celebrate their birthday, because 9 times out of 10, most of these kids be on TikTok looking at these kind of videos anyway. So now, and maybe all of the recipe, ooh, it hit my spirit. All of the recipes that you can do can be like viral TikTok recipes because kids are on TikTok. Okay,
Oh yeah. Okay.
viral lasagna, viral pizza, viral peanut butter and jelly, viral, all the viral things. Okay, and make the kids, even if it's like young teens, like preteens, they come and they make the food, and it's you're only making viral recipes when they come there. So that's bracket number two. Bracket number three is you can actually make a culinary school for people under 18, right? So like teenagers, they don't have anything like that, do they? Because I've never heard of it.
There are a few, but
I'm talking about a real one that's
oh
accredited.
no, no,
Yeah.
no,
I'm talking about a real one that's accredited, that
no.
you can go to culinary school. If you're in high school, you can go to culinary school in the evenings. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like you can go to culinary school in the evenings. And then what you do is you create a cohort. They go through this program in the evening for culinary school. And by the time they're done, it's an incubator that sets them up. Oh, I got it. It's an incubator that sets them up to be able to own their own business. Okay.
Oh, wow.
It's
I
an
love
incubator
that.
that sets them up to own their own restaurant. But guess what happens? Let me tell you what happens because I'm about to give
Mhm.
it to you. You're going to, in addition, I'm throwing stuff at you. Something going to stick. What you're
Okay.
going to do is you're going to create a brick and mortar, a restaurant. Follow me.
Mhm. Mhm.
And every single week, the menu will change. Every
Oh,
single week, there'll be a new chef.
okay.
So, week one, you'll have Ashley Williams is making her cuisine. And what you do is you are just a shell. So you provide a place for chefs to have a week of revenue, and it's a restaurant pop-up shop for them, but your space never leaves. You understand
I
what I'm saying?
love it.
So
Yes.
it is a restaurant, but every single week it becomes a new restaurant. So your digital signage will change every single week. But they
Mhm.
know that the business is a business with a rotating menu every week. Are you picking up what I'm putting down?
I love it. I love
So
it.
what happens is when somebody comes and applies, the interview process is you let them come in one day. They make the food for you. You taste the
Mhm.
food. If the food looks good, you help them pick out what the menu will be. Okay.
Mhm.
They have to buy the food. You're not buying any of the food. They have to
Right.
buy the food, but then you get a percentage of the sales off of every single thing that they sell. So maybe you get 6% off of all of their sales, and you're just giving them the place. And I would call it Test Kitchen. The name of
Oh,
the restaurant is called Test Kitchen.
that's beyond cute. I love that.
Test Kitchen. So you'll always have customers because every single week it's going to be a new restaurant by a different hosting chef.
That's my speed right there.
That's what you do.
That's my speed
But
right there.
but let me tie it all in together. The kids, the culinary institute that you create for the kids, they also have the opportunity to fold themselves into the test kitchen because when they
Mhm.
graduate, whoever is at the top of the class will have the opportunity to get a week because you got 52 slots every
Mhm.
year. Whoever graduates, they get the opportunity to get a slot, but they got to be good. You want the
Got.
best of the best. You
Mhm.
understand what I'm saying? You want the best of the best. So Test Kitchen is going to become a destination. People from around the world are going to want to come because every Monday there's a whole new cuisine, it's a whole new menu, it's a whole new chef, and everything you got is digital signage so that you could just change it every week. You could just change everything. And all you're responsible in doing is making sure that you got your basic seasonings, your salt, your pepper, your garlic, your your dry
Mhm.
seasonings. Okay, like you have a shelf of all dry seasonings. They got to bring the rest of the stuff in. They can order it through your purveyor. They can order all of the stuff through you, but they
Mhm.
got to pay for it. Or it comes through the sales. So like you get your accountant and it comes through the sales and you get 6% of all of the sales. The money that you make, you pay your bills, and then you welcome the next person every single week, every single week, every single week. But you bring in best in class chefs. And if I were you, the first week of the year and the last week of the year needs to be your menu.
I
That's
would
what
love
I
that.
would do.
I would love that.
That is what I do call a test kitchen and do it. You in Atlanta, right?
Yeah, I'm based in the Atlanta
Oh,
area.
this would work so well in Atlanta. Have y'all ever been to Test Kitchen? It's a really dope concept. They change their menu every single week. It's a different chef every week because guess what's going to happen? All of the chefs, they're going to have all their friends and family. You're having a grand opening every Monday.
Right, right.
You understand
So
what
how
I'm
do we
saying?
find funding for this? How do I find funding for
You
this?
need to identify a location. Okay. So that's the
Okay.
first thing that you do. So to do this, you need to, if I were you, I would find a second generation location. Okay.
Okay.
A restaurant that already exists. You don't got to put nothing in it. Okay. You got to get enough for your first, like you can do this anywhere, right? This is not like this don't have to be in Buckhead. Okay. People will
Right.
travel for a dope, cute concept like this. Okay.
Mhm.
And you save up your money. You get you an LLC. If you got good credit,
No.
Okay, that's okay.
I'm
But
working on it though. I'm
you
working
working
on
on
it.
it, and that's all that matters. Okay. So in the meantime, you can start. If you say you cook like how you really can cook, I mean, you can get in the trenches, start selling plates. If you can cook like you really can cook, start selling plates
I
online.
do got plate sales set starting this week in Augusta, so I'm
See,
working on it.
confirmation. Start selling your plates, make your money, and then open up your brick and mortar. And then hey, do a call to action. Are you the best chef in Atlanta? Come for a week. Join me for a week. You can have your own restaurant for a week. Would you like your restaurant for a week? Come to Test Kitchen. Test Kitchen is a new state of the art pop-up shop where you can test your menu before you go out and open up a restaurant. You can use this facility. You can market. Use this as your study group for people, and you can all the money that you make is yours, and you just pay a royalty fee, and bada bing, bada boom. Test Kitchen, and they get to see how people really like their food. And if you really want to do it, what you can do on the back end is you can create a way where when they buy the food, they get a QR code where they can actually rate if the food was good, and you give the data to the chef so they know if they should put this on their menu when they decide to open up their own restaurant.
I love that.
Get that chicken off the pot.
It was sweet pea, English peas. I turned
Okay,
it off.
that's what you do. Call it Test Kitchen. You need to get that website and trademark it yesterday. Okay, and I
I
would
love.
come. I would be there. Test Kitchen. What? Everybody will be talking about Test Kitchen.
Yeah, I love that.
That's what
I'm
you
going
do.
to work on that.
Okay,
ASAP.
You're welcome. And listen, I want to taste your food one day. Okay.
Absolutely. I tried to work for you too at Bar Vegan, but
Okay, that's fine. Look, everything happened for a reason. But make me some vegan food one day. I ain't hard to find.
I can. I'm gonna DM you because I can't. Listen, I'm very well versed. I used to be vegan, so I got you.
Okay, so you understand. Okay, so yeah, send me something. But I appreciate you and good luck to you. Um,
Thank you
and
again.
yeah, of course.
You
And
are so much, and I just want to let you know, please continue doing what you're doing. This is
oh,
very inspiring. As a business owner, as a woman, we don't get a lot of people that offer us anything. And so for you to do this for me, it's a godsend, and it's very much so appreciated. I just
oh,
wanted to let you know, I'm very grateful for the time.
I appreciate that. And your hair is fabulous.
Thank you. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
that.
You're welcome. Well, I appreciate you. Have a good night.
You
And
too.
keep me updated.
I will.
All right, have a
Bye.
good one. Okay, did y'all enjoy that? That was awesome. I hope y'all enjoyed that. Listen, we're on the rocket ship in 2026. And if you didn't learn anything from today, it's time to get in the lab. Okay. I have been in the lab. And if you enjoy being in the lab, I have a community. It is called the Pinky Effect. And I'm excited about that community because I have some really dope people in there. If you are an entrepreneur and you want to be a part of the Pinky Effect, DM me live, the word live on Instagram, or it's on my TikTok bio, and become a part of the blueprint and be a part of what we got going on. Once you book, I will set up a call with you. But it's time to get in the lab. It's time to get in the kitchen. Okay, what you doing? You sitting on the couch anyway. Get in the lab. Okay. I hope that y'all enjoyed this. I really love y'all. I was working in a restaurant today, so I'm about to go play with my kids. Okay. And if you enjoyed this, even if you don't want to join, send me a DM and let me know if this live moved you, if you enjoyed it, and just talk to me. I pour a lot, but I do need to be poured back into. That is what I learned in 2026. And I'm being honest about that. And look, my husband bought me some flowers. Okay. The spark is still lit after 6 years. Okay. He still like me. God is good. All right. I love y'all. Have a good night. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. Okay. I love you guys. Bye-bye. Bye, guys. Send me a DM if you enjoyed this. Bye.